In this study case, we have two companies in two different countries. One is South Korea and the other is Germany. Both companies are dedicated at the same field by biotechnology, and both companies have been working together for 20 years. As a first point, we have BASNA, what everyone wants. Korea's company wants 3 points. The first wanted to maintain a good relationship about business. The second point, they wanted to have a prestige through the famous and reputation to the other party. And the third point, they want a capital investment from the German company, and the German company wanted just one. They wanted a control management throughout acquisition, because a company from Korea has a lot of power in Asia. So the second point, we have a type of negotiators. I can say the first party have method negotiator and focus on people. Why? Because they identify themselves like a party with low power. So they have no reaction, they have no emotion, they have no wishes when they are negotiating. And in fact, the age is important, because the negotiator was so young. So in their culture is he couldn't negotiate because it's respectful to discuss with other people that is older than you. And obviously they wanted all the time to maintain a good relationship in both parties. And the other party was, I think it was focused on results, because they were intimidated. And also there were like a kind of action negotiator, because the only that matter is reach their result, their object, their goals as a company. And they also always were so direct in the business. As a third point, we have tips of negotiation. I think it business was distributive, because there was a win-lose. Why? Because and the end of the study case tell us that the first party lost the most of the share, and the other party take over 65% from the other company. So obviously here was a lost win situation. And as a last point, we have tips of barriers. I could find two. The first is cultural, and the second psychological. Why cultural? Because from the Koreans, the relationship is so important. Also, is so important for their maintains harmony between two parties. And one thing is was the other party was so young, so for their beliefs, their values, their beliefs, they couldn't negotiate to other person that they are older than he. And I think the Koreans could have had more from this negotiation, but for their beliefs, for their thinking of way of thinking, they thought they couldn't, as the result was another. So that's all.